Hey, what's up guys, TotallyDubbed here, and today I'm doing a video review on the Divoom AuraBox Bluetooth speaker. So I'd like to thank Divoom for actually sending this out for review. When I saw it, I was very much skeptical of how well it would be, but I can safely say right now at the start of the review that it's one of the coolest, most customizable, awesome speakers I've ever come across, just because of, well, you'll be able to see in just a while. The speaker is reasonably priced in the US, but unfortunately is quite expensive in the UK and the EU. In the US it can be found about $60, which is the equivalent to about £38, but in the UK it's about £70, which is huge. I am reviewing it at the US price tag just because of that's a link I was sent by Divoom to review it on Amazon, and I'm actually just doing the video review because I thought it was really cool and for more people to actually see this speaker. So in the box you get a USB to micro USB cable, and you've got 3.5mm jack to 3.5mm jack for the auxiliary connection. You've got a manual and you've got the speaker itself. In terms of the speaker design, at the top you've got a little microphone hole over here which is useful for calls, so yes, it can do calls. It's got on and off button, play pause which also doubles up as answering calls or hanging up calls, plus and minus which is volume up and down, and skip music and preview music when you hold it down. Then you've got the light button over here which changes through the light cycle. Just an FYI, when I show you these, this on this video, in case my camera does flicker for any reason on this, on the actual speaker itself and the LEDs, that is my camera, and it's got nothing to do with the actual with the speaker itself. So do bear that in mind in this video. Now at the back of the speaker you've got a single firing speaker which is well protected with a grill. However, it's backward firing. In other words, if you're looking at the LEDs in the front, the back is going to be where the music is coming from, and you'll see in just a while when I play some music that the sound is affected by this, just because you don't get the music coming to you, it's going away. Almost like how smartphones, you know, how they've got their speaker at the back versus speaker at the front. It makes a massive difference. So there's one thing I did note about the speaker, but in order to counter this, the best thing is to put it next to a wall where the sound would bounce off the wall and come back to you better than if it was just an open space like that. Now you can see over here you've got a micro USB connection, and you've got the auxiliary connection as well, a little LED which notifies when it's being charged. Very useful in terms of connections, and it also comes with Bluetooth 4.0 for connections. Now its connection range was sensational. It was about 15 meters through walls, so really amazing. Like, you can use this anywhere in a house, or probably in straight line of sight it's probably going to go I don't know, 20-25 meters in a garden or something, probably more. So it's really good in terms of its connectivity. In terms of battery life, it was very hard to test because obviously the LEDs, and the more you play with it, the lower the battery life, but this battery life is decent, and it's something you'd expect from a reasonably sized speaker of this size. I think it lasted around 5 to 8 hours of constant playing, so that was decent in terms of battery life. Now let's get on to the actual speaker look itself. Now, as you can see over here, you've got the different LED functions over here, so how hot it is, different modes you can go through, which I'll get into just a second. But the cool thing is that this can be all customized via the app. So if I just go over here, you can see how responsive that app was. So I've written TD here for Totally Dubbed, and I can just choose my design or go through a gallery that's pre-made already. So you can see over here some popular designs. So you got the frog, for example, you got a happy face or a heart, or whatever, like the Google Mail thing over here. So you got, look, Super Mario, play that. Look how cool that looks. That looks really nice. For someone who's a bit geeky like myself, I think it's really awesome. Other things, for example, are animations. Now these animations are very cool because you can actually make your own animation, and that makes it really cool for kids, or it makes it cool for people who are quite artistic. Unfortunately, I am not someone that's very artistic, but it's something that's pretty cool because you've got animation of your choice. You can create it, you can do whatever you want with it. So it's very nice because it's easy to do, and it doesn't take a genius to do it. So if you go on design, for example, you can make your own design, and then if I wanted to go to, say, gallery, add one, again you can do it via there, or you go animation and you can create your animation. So little man, done, and then it goes over here, done, play, Look at that. Really cool. Really, really cool to do. Not my drawing, but its design. So the app is really responsive. It's free to download and very easy to use. For any purpose, for any ages, I would say it's very easy to use and very responsive. As you can see, it works flawlessly. Now I'll just go through the app itself. So over here you've got different modes, the default modes. So you've got the time, which syncs off your phone, and the cool thing is you've got a little shake mode over here. So if I just do that, it goes dimmer and then switches off. It goes based off your gyro on your phone, so it's really cool. So it's something that's very simple, and obviously you can switch that feature off, but it's really nice to, like, if you're, I don't know, you have your alarm clock somewhere and you've got your phone near you, you can just flick it on and off to switch on and off the clock. So very simple design, but very cool. So you've got the light modes, you've got Fahrenheit and Celsius over here for in terms of the weather. You've got just normal basic standard lights. You've got the light dancing to your beat. So I did find this to be a bit hit and miss. As you can see, I just play some music. You can see that it's not really syncing up properly. It works and it looks cool, but it's not something that I would really praise it for that much. Let's just go back to the app. Then you've got different little light shows, which are pretty cool, and again pre-made, which are, well, they're there. Then you've got music, so you've got inbuilt music player, which basically reads the music off your phone and plays it via almost like a music player. So this also doubles up as a music player, and it's very cool that Divoom have actually thought about this. One thing I should note about the music player is that one thing I found is that the play and pause button sometimes is affected by it. In other words, if I play and pause in the app, sometimes it play and pauses my power amp music, which is my own personal player. So it really does depend on the luck of the draw sometimes. But it does work, just at times can be a little bit glitchy. Then you've got alarm button, as you can see over here. You've got the gallery, as I just showed you. You've got your own one, so I'm just going to put my TD thing there. And then design, that's you designing it. Animation, again, you creating it. And you've got notifications, which you can allow AuraBox, which I haven't, in order to do your notifications. It's simple, it works, and it's again nice, especially if it's just sitting on your desk. It looks quite cool. But it's not something I have used personally, just because I don't really receive notifications that much, or something that I would really use a Bluetooth speaker for. Finally, let's get into its actual music. So let me just play some music now, and I want to show you about the backward firing speaker. So So it's not the best sounding speaker I've ever heard, especially at its price tag, about £38. But it is decent. Its lows are well pronounced. It doesn't have much sub bass, however. Its mids are decent, not too recessed, and its highs are nice and clear, and do give a nice little sparkle. This is quite cool when it comes to actual using it for phone calls or something like that. So in terms of its overall presentation, it's decent. In terms of sound quality, not the best, but then you take the overall package and you go, wow, what a speaker I'm buying. So guys, I have to say, this is possibly one of the coolest speakers I've ever had. One of the ones I would definitely recommend looking at, especially in terms of a gift. You know, considering there is Christmas coming up, I can see this being a gift for any ages, any type of person, boy, girl, man, woman, it doesn't matter, even a little kid, a little baby would really like this. It is very, very nice, it's very cool, it's very small, and it works for multiple different functionalities for your creativity in terms of your designs, for it looking cool when you're out partying, in a house party or something, you want to put it down and show you off to your friends, to an actual alarm clock, to actual speaker that can take calls as well. It's a multiple of different things. settings, and it's just brilliant. I think Divoom have really nailed this speaker, and it's definitely one of the best speakers I've come across. Alright guys, I've been Totally Dubbed. Hopefully you've enjoyed this honest review. Definitely do check it out on Amazon in the links in the description below if you're interested in buying. Alright guys, take care. Bye bye.